Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today is your Mayor of Fitchburg, Aaron Richardson. Aaron, welcome back to the show and happy summer. How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. It's my favorite time of year. How are you?
It is. I used to say it was my favorite time of year. I do love fall, but I love this time of year for the fishing. Like, I get out and do a lot of fishing and that sort of thing. So there's that. Trying to get into the biking world as well. So that's been doing more of that. And there's a lot of fun events that go on during the summer, and that's where we'll kick off. We'll start with some fun stuff, and then lead in some number
All right.
stuff a little bit later. So we just had the Festival of Speed last weekend, and it was a great showing for all events, ending up with some fireworks. You were in maybe more than one event.
I was in one event. I biked in the 25-mile bike ride in the morning, not timed, not for place or anything like that. Just bike for fun. And Fitchburg Family Pharmacy is the one who sponsors that. It was a great ride, had a lot of fun. It took us up some really steep hills. I'll have to talk with the organizers about that. That was a little painful on sunset coming out of Paoli, but it was a great time, great weather, great event. I did go later, watch some of the people who were biking in the pro level, watch the 1 mile for money, listen to some of the music, and there's a ton of people out there listening to that. Had the band afterwards as well, and a great band. A lot of people out there for the band and for the fireworks. So great event, great weather. Very excited to see that continue to build.
Yeah, I filmed in the morning, and I saw you in the morning on the bike ride. Then I came back at night, brought the family out to the concert. We got some snow cones and watched the fireworks. And yes, it was a very busy event, and we got to catch the last of the Criterion, which is so much fun to see. So as I said, if you missed it, well, it will come back around just like the Criterion does. So hopefully we'll see all there
Yeah,
next year.
those
Another
pros, they were going 30 miles per hour around the corner. And around the corner, that's amazingly fast.
Another good event coming up is concerts at McKee, the second concert coming up here real soon. A great way to come out to McKee Farms Park, where everything is happening all the time.
Yeah, lots of things happening out there. July 18th is the next concert, so very soon here. Hopefully great weather and just so many things. While you're there, you can check out the new inclusive playground that's opened up over there. Obviously the splash pads out there and the park and playground, lots of other things, but always very popular events. Concerts in McKee is great. This is the second one of 3. There's going to be another one in August. Highly recommend people go out there and listen to some good music, and hopefully the weather is really good.
Yeah, it is a really nice, relaxing event. We had good weather on the first one. We're hoping for good weather here on the second one coming up. And the park's got a little bit for everybody. And so does this next event sneaking up on us. Used to be Bike for Boys and Girls Club. Now it's Move for Boys and Girls Club. It's a huge fundraiser and so many different things and ways you can participate as well.
Absolutely. That's coming up this weekend. I've been a long time supporter of the club, and I've actually participated in this almost every year. It's always around my birthday, so some years I'm not in town. But this year, this starts out again with the traditional bike ride. There's 3 different routes. I'm going to be out there again this weekend doing another 25 miles. Hopefully not up Sunset again. Hopefully we can avoid that road this weekend. But we're doing that. And afterwards, they've got some yoga and a bunch of other activities going on. But then that night, they have a concert that you can buy tickets for, and then also a party. They're calling it a white party, where you're supposed to dress in all white. And so that's another big event. I'm not going to the concert, but I'm going to the party. I'm like, got my dancing shoes on and have my outfit picked out. So maybe you can see me there, join me out on the dance floor.
Are you signing autographs and taking photos as you're dancing, or are you going to be hiding in the corner because people saw you dance?
Well, I don't have any shame, so I will be out there dancing. Whether or not I should is a different story.
I don't have any shame. Somehow we're going to have to write that down and use that against you down the road, but we'll leave that alone for now. Great event. Like I said, plenty of time to sign up. Go to the website for Boys and Girls Club of Dane County to sign up there, and glad to have them here in our backyard in Fitchburg. Agora Art Fair happening in August, and another great event. It's just event after event, and this one brings in artists from all over Wisconsin, and great music and good food and great drinks and no uphill bike rides.
You can bike there if you want, and there's plenty of hills if you want to do that. But Yeah, it is a great event. Love it. One day thing, but always a ton of people there. Great vendors, great atmosphere. So check that out. I know I'll be out there for a little while in the morning, and just fantastic. We're very fortunate in Fitchburg to have so many great events and people who run these events as well. It's on East Sherrill, kind of by the Agora Pavilion down that way. And yeah, highly recommend you come out for that.
Yeah, it's really turned in because they've had the kites on display. I mean, they've had every different type of art you could want or see or hear on display. So they really vamped it up over the last several years, and plenty of parking is always a big thing for me, and easy parking at that, and then just in a beautiful setting. So even just coming out there and checking out the gardens, everything, it's like all wrapped up in one great event.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, very fortunate. Promega is a big sponsor of that, and great partner here for the city, and just fantastic event. And I've talked to vendors actually who say that they actually will sell more at this event than they do at concerts, or not concerts, but Art Fair on the Square, which was just last weekend. That's just, I think, to me, speaks to how great an event it is and how great the vendors are.
Yeah, nope. It definitely has everything you need for a great art fair and a relaxing day to get your art on, if you will, on here in Fitchburg. All right, hard transition here. We've got budget, so that is coming up, and it's your favorite time of the. No, I don't know if it is actually, but it is budget. Whether or not you like it, you hate it, we got to keep doing it, and the paperwork is out to the departments. But just quickly. Where does and what should we expect this year for the budget?
Yep. So the next steps publicly are the alders are able to provide amendments to my capital improvement budget. Those are going to be announced in the next week here. I believe there's 10 amendments that are have been proposed by different alders. So we'll go through those, vote on those if they should be added or not. But staff is actually working on the operating budget now and looking at their needs and what they need going forward. We're working with Department of Revenue because we have the town of Madison annexation. That's making it a lot more complicated this year. And so we're working with the Department of Revenue to really make sure we have good adjustments to recognize how unique that is and how that's impacting us. And so we're trying to work with them. And we've gotten them to do some things for us already, which is fantastic. They've been great. And so a couple other things we want to talk to them about. So, staff will look at those, submit those. I'll go through them with staff and then really try and figure out what makes the most sense for us as a city. It's been a tough year. Obviously, inflation, you hear that all over the news. You see gas prices that went up to $5 a gallon. All those things obviously impact our budget and make it a lot more difficult to come out with a great budget for what's a very growing city, one of the fastest growing in the state.
Yeah, and we'll keep you up to date step by step as we go through the process. That process will be available online through the finance department, so you can check in on that. All right, Aaron, I think that's enough picking your brain today. There's one thing I learned: if you ever have to touch Sunset something, you're going to be in trouble because that's just the worst biking thing. So is that in the city? Where is that?
No, we wouldn't have roads like that in Fitchburg. What? No.
Understood.
It's
Yeah.
outside
All right.
POI. It's
Okay.
actually
Good.
beautiful. POI is a beautiful place to bike to. You can avoid Sunset. Go down range. Go, Grandview over to Verona. Go down range to POI, and you can come around to the bike path. And it's a beautiful area. So it's great. It's a great biking, and you just got to work up to some of those harder hills out there.
Yeah, well, as I said, I'm just getting back into biking. Used to do it all the time when we were younger, and trying to get back into it. So looking forward to trying some of the trails around here sooner than later. But I'll make sure to avoid that one, Aaron. Thank you for the advice. All right, appreciate your time. Have a good summer, Aaron, and we'll see you back. Well, have a good summer. Have a good the rest of July summer, and we'll check back with you in mid-August.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
You bet. It is the Mayor of Fitchburg, Aaron Richardson, loves to bike, hates the hills. We'll take a quick break. More to come here watching Talking Fitchburg.